Welcome to Mad Television Tycoon. This is a game I've been looking forward to for quite some time. I'm a massive fan of Code with what they've done in their past products with Mad Games Tycoon 2. It's actually my most played Tycoon game I've had on my Steam library. So to say I've been excited for this is an understatement. Let's dive in. We're starting a fresh playthrough on default settings for this game. So this is a television studio tycoon game that you can also play competitively, it looks like, with multiplayer, because basically there's 3 stations in this tower, this building here. You have red, green, and blue, and we will be in charge of the red network, which we are going to call, I think we're just going to call it Gobotch Max, or you know what? I'm going to call it Gobotch Plus. Gobotch Plus, that's the name. Okay, and you can choose your focus. So this is, of course, all the different things. I don't know why you would ever do telemarketing, but we're going to focus on movies being our primary thing. I'm also going to go with some of these are very fun, very clever. I'm going to go with the X here. Reminds me of a X-Men logo, so I kind of dig it. We're going to keep the difficulty the same, everything else the same. We can't change the winning conditions, so we're going to leave everything as default, and we're going to run with it. So we're going to be part of the red team here, the red channel here. So again, if you like what you see here, y'all, smash that like button. We're going to jump into this, so we need to go immediately to the left. So time is super important in this game. Very different from their past Mad Games Tycoons, because in this one, you are not, and this is the interesting thing here, you are not going around and building everything yourself. Nothing's, from what I've played, is being built. Everything is already set up in these rooms. You're basically just going to be unlocking rooms and basically booking your content on your show through your programming, right? And you see there, me and Green, we both went to this room at the same time. This adds the competitive element where you are constantly seeing your opposing channels and what they're doing at the same time as you. So Green was coming in here to go to the ad agency because I'm purchasing a contract for ads. And since I got here first, she can't come in. And that means I can get first dibs on the best ads that I need. So she's going to have to go do something else. Blue's up a top floor up here. Looks like he's going to the press room to maybe get a good news story to run. So this is the competitive element you're getting here, which I think is really, really intriguing for this game. But before we continue too far, I want to thank our members and patrons for supporting the channel. Really do appreciate each and every single one of you for supporting, helping us do what we do here every single upload. So thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate y'all. So we're going to buy some ad spots. We currently have 2 that are very low risk type of things. So what we're looking at here, and what's important to look at here, is obviously how much reward you're going to get per ad. So you can see something like Nor here. Nor gives us a payout of $180,000. It requires a 1-spot ad, so you put it in only once. But the minimum audience required for the ad to be successful for you to get paid is 1 million people, which is not necessarily the easiest thing to get a lot of the time, but it does pay out quite well. So you got to be mindful of what you choose, because if you fail to meet the minimum audience, well, you just wasted an opportunity and you're not going to get money. And that's not what you want to have happen. So we need to be very mindful. I'm going to go early on with some lower income ones that just, you know, they're going to pay a little bit, but they're not going to be too incredibly advantageous. I also am going to try to get this Nor one mainly for the news spot, and maybe this one as well. So that's a few we can run early that should be decent. So we got some good ads to start. We're going to leave the room now, and we're going to go to the press agency to get a news story. And now you see we have to wait for the lift because Green went down, so I can't use the elevator because apparently there's only one elevator door. So we're waiting for the elevator to come through. And again, time is very critical in this game. Somebody just went in. Now we can buy our news story. So Banana Tree and the Bundestag, whatever that is. This is a worldwide international current event story. We're going to buy it, $5,000. And now we need to go run that to our press room for us. And that's going to be right here, news for Gobotch Plus. So we're going to get on the elevator. Again, our broadcast starts in about an hour and a half right now as it currently stands. And we're running this in. So we're in the press room now, the newsroom. There you see our anchor with the TV and all that kind of stuff. And we have a news story with 1 news slot available. This is called Newscast. So I'm going to click on the banana tree. I'm going to drag it over. And there you go. It's today's news. It's 100% actuality, which basically means the actuality means, says it right here. News stories will lose the relevance over time, which leads to lower ratings. Once relevancy drops to 0, the story's deleted. So basically, the better the actuality, the better it's going to perform. So we have that ready to lock in and roll, which is great to start. Now we need to go to the archive to drop off our advertisements. This is where we put all of our like films and all that kind of stuff as well. So we're going to place those in, and then we're going to go to our office to look at our schedule, because again, we still have some time between now and starting. So here's our schedule for today's broadcast. And this is kind of a simple formula for you thinking about real live TV broadcast and whatnot. But the thing that's really interesting with this game is you don't want to over broadcast and do the same thing too often, because then that's going to lead to the audiences getting stale, and that's bad. So we're going to start with a news broadcast. Then we have some TV series going on after the news. Then we have the midday to evening, we have our movie slots, and then we end the day with a couple not news stories, but a couple TV shows. So what I think we could do for this is move this down a slot, and in between those, I'm going to put another newscast. Try to double book off the newscast. So now we have these advert slots, and I want to move all these off. Okay, because here's what we got. Well, here's all the ad spots we have, and it tells you how many days you have remaining before the ad is done. So the ones that are 1 day are urgent. We're going to put Nor as the first ad, and then we're going to put this one as like the very bottom down here. Okay, again, we want high audience retention, 100,000, 150,000 for that one. So we're going to run this 150,000 one right after that one, and right during this news one, and right after that news one. Hopefully that will lead to good solid results. These need to be 100,000 each. We'll run that twice, here and here. 150,000. This is 100. You're gonna actually play those off. So this is 150. We'll do that right here to the start of our evening block for movies. We'll run that once. We'll run this once here, and then we'll run that here and here. Okay, so that is kind of lined out. The only problem with this here, this is for a series only, not the best. So what we need to be mindful of this is maybe we need to drop that down right below the newscast. Maybe we'll retain the audience. We'll see. Then they have short programs. So these are things you need to pay attention to. These will increase your ratings for some time. So what I want to do here is, if I need to, I can do this. I can run the program preview here before History of Trains comes on. And then I put History of Trains here. And then hopefully we'll retain a lot of our audience from our news block to there. So we have everything filled out. Hopefully this will lead to a successful day. I can go ahead and do tomorrow's schedule if I want to as well. So here's what we're going to do. Today is done. Let's go look at movies we need to get in the movie market right here. This is where we're going. Again, Blue's in there right now. Hopefully not buying up all the films that we like, because we need to be able to, you can buy or rent too, but we need good films, because again, once we run these, which we're running all three of what we own today, the actuality drops to 0, which means if I run the same movie 2 days in a row, it's going to be very, very bad. We need to keep a fresh rotation going for films, also for series, but we don't have the money for that right now. So we need to look at movies. And right now it says dating shows are on the rise for the trend. Game shows are down. Well, these are movies, so this is not a concern for us. Now you can see here we have 2 comedies and a sci-fi. We need to find something else, something different. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to find Calvin is Home Alone 2. I wonder what that's based off of. It is a bit expensive, so I don't want anything too crazily expensive. Maybe a Fistful of Pennies. A little bit cheaper. And then we can get, let's see, a lot of comedies, man. A lot of comedies. Not necessarily a bad thing, but we want to be mindful of what we're getting. So I'm going to go this one and the Shining one. So that's 3 movies we've just purchased. That's a lot of our money gone now. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to go to the office and we're going to wait for the day to start, because right now there's nothing else really I can do for the rest of this day today. So we're gonna progress. We're gonna turn on our channel as we wait. So this section over here to the right, it shows you like a family and tells you how they're interacting with your shows, with what's going on. So we have 30 minutes until we're live. We are set for today. So we can go ahead tomorrow, set our schedule. I'll keep the news broadcast to start. And then I'll keep a short program to start for now. And then I want to run Part of Crime. It's a little lower. We'll go that lower. Documentary, Dream Ship, News Block, and then movies. We have 3 movies. So we're going to go with Teen Wolf, followed by this one, followed by Robotic Junks, whatever it's called. Okay, so we have sci-fi, comedy. It's decent. Wait, do we already have that one? Teen Werewolf. Wait. Oh, I forgot to drop those off, so never mind. Scratch these. Scratch those. So we are live. We need to run over here. We are live with 1.5 million viewers, which right now is pretty on par. We're going to archive everything here. Now I can run over here. Now I'll have my movies ready to go. So you have to drop your films and everything off to the archive before you're allowed to do your schedule. So now looking at tomorrow, we have our stuff. So we can do, we have 2, man, some of these, we got to be careful with running them because this, you can only do ages 0 to 12. So we want to be careful with when we place some of these. So what we can do is we can run another episode of this, and then we can finish up the evening with movies. A little bit different. We'll see how that plays out. We'll have to get advertisements still. Oh, wait, we need to actually run that before, because that's going to help increase everything behind it. So that's good. Right here, if you see the star increases the ratings by the next program by 5%. That's solid. So we got everything done for tomorrow in terms of our plan right now. Also, you see here, this says like a 2 out of 6 for History of Trains. That means this is my second show I've booked for it, and we have 6 total we can book. So you need to be mindful of when you place those, because if you place too many, well, you know, you're risking not having that program anymore on your TV. So right now we have 1.53 million viewers. You can see your viewers down here. You can see your audience share, which right now it's all pretty even split across the board. So we're going to speed things up a little bit here as we go. Again, not a lot for me to do. And our program's about done for today. Now we're on to our first show. So now this is big. So we are under the 1 million mark. Now we're right over it. That's what we need. We need to stay around that 1 million mark to get to Nor. Because if we are at the 1 million mark, we will get a $180,000 bump. Right now, we're a little bit under, which is not exactly what I'm hoping to see. I need that number to get north of 1 million by the time we get to this ad for minimum viewers. So this is big for us early on for revenue, especially. We need the money. We're bouncing around it. You see where we're at. So we're very close. Also, you see right here, this red Malice and audience ratings for news broadcasts. So what that means is basically the audience, they're tired of the news broadcasts. They want variety. If the same type of program is broadcast too often, the audience rating will fall. So that's why you don't want to book too much. You want to keep the rating, you know, a little bit. You want to keep it mixed up. You don't want to do the same stuff every single day in the same time slots every single day. So here we go. We had the 1 million audience. We hit it. Let's go. That's $180,000 in the pocket. Now we have $212,000 for ourselves here. So we are off and running right now. Currently have the lead in terms of our ratings between all 3 channels. You can see the channels here, what they're running. That's good to see. We do have a little bit of Malice for TV series. It's a -7.5%. So again, there's things you can do with the short programming that helps with this. So let's pause for let y'all look at this for a second here. So right now we have program preview. So this can help increase ratings. It's like a trailers basically is what this does. But eventually you can unlock the weather forecast here. And what that will give you is a short program to put in a slot here, and it reduces the Malice for movies. So you see we're at a 7.5 for Malice for series. You know, that's not going to impact that. But then eventually we'll upgrade and we'll be able to get the stock market broadcast. That will reduce the Malice for series. So these things play into keeping the Malice low. That keeps the ratings high, basically, is the goal, right? So we have a little bit of money right now. I'm going to go ahead and go up to the ad revenue, or the ads, and I want to see if we can find some more ads that we can use for tomorrow, basically. So I'm gonna let the TV run. We have, I mean, 250,000 is not the end all be all, but it's tough to hit those goals sometimes, especially seeing right now how low we are. Like, I'm okay with getting one spot for tomorrow for Red Becky. It's a $50,000 payout. We'll buy it, or we'll get it. The new Nutella one here is not bad either. Nutella for 1 million. Nor is not terrible either. But we're gonna leave that as that. So we're not gonna do too much, because here's the thing. Eventually, what we're gonna want to go is to this state authority room, the state media authority room, which right now we're waiting on the elevator still. And we go here, down here to this floor right there. And right here, you can see you can acquire. So right now we have $237,000. Eventually, when we have 250, we could buy our first level. And that's going to unlock the ability to do the weather programs, which reduces malice for movies. And it unlocks us broadcasting permission for teleshopping programs, which we'll see about those. I have not found a place so far where I'm like, yeah, those are necessary. So right now, we're at 270,000. Wow. Pretty good right now to start. We're currently second in the channels, just behind green. We're right on par pretty much with blue. And we've hit all these. So far, if they're green here, if they show green, that means we fulfilled the minimum audience requirement to fulfill the payout for that advertisement. And that is how you earn money in this game. Ads are the only way you're going to get paid money. So you want to have good products in your slots for your programs. That way your ads and shorts pay off and you get more money. That way you can keep rinse repeating. And right, that's kind of what we're looking at. All right, so we got more press agency available. So freeze. We got a payout there from Valen Citrus. And new news is now available. Don't need that right now because, well, to be honest, we don't need news. We only have one news slot we can do a day. So we are hitting our marks. Again, we're hoping to hit all these today, because if we hit all these today, we'll have plenty of money. Because right now we do have money to buy that upgrade, but I want to make sure we have plenty of money, because we do have to pay the bills every single day for this news program. And we want to be careful about spending too frequently. Otherwise, you're going to run out of money. And that's not a good spot to be in ever. So right now, we're still running right now basically second place behind green, which is running Cop Academy 4. We're running Teen Werewolf. There's other rooms. Here's all the different rooms. A lot of them are blocked or locked for us right now, where we can't actually do anything, which is a bit unfortunate. There's pirated copies. You can buy pirated movies. I haven't found the place for that, why we would need to do that right now. But that is certainly something you can do. Let's go back up to this press room while we're just sitting here. You see right now the Malice is at 45% for news. We're at a 12.5 for series, and we're at a 30 for movies. It's just not great. So this is new stuff. Again, let's test. I want to test this. Can we run another news story today? I want to see. News. We're going to go down to the news floor. Good reputation right now, which is nice to see. Running towards the end of the day, so here, freeze. We're going to freeze. So this is our news story right now. Can I replace it? I can. So that gives me a whole new news story now. Excellent. And now I can go from there to my archive, drop off what we have, and then let's see here. Okay, so we're about to get to the second news block. We have a whole new news story. So that is good. You can recycle news stories. That's good to see. That's really good to see. So hopefully that means everything's going to play out well for us a little bit here. Again, adverts, we'll figure these out eventually. I don't have a lot of adverts for tomorrow yet, but we will get there. We'll see. So today, here we go. We're 280,000 views. We're third place right now behind everybody. Not great. Not great, Bob. Got a little bit of malice, 30% malice for some movies, 35% malice for news. Series is the one that's the lowest. Here we go. Let's see if we hit this. Yes, green. All right, so that paid us another $40,000. So we have $300,000 now. If we get towards the end of the day, we may be able to go get our upgrades in, but I'm not going to run and jump and do it yet. So we're at our news broadcast. We're under 1 million right now. We're at 700 something thousand, so that we're bumping back up for the news broadcast. That's good. That is good news to see. So we should hit. We got to be 150. So we should hit the rest of our marks today. We should hit the rest of our marks. So I feel confident enough to say we do that. We should be able to go to the state authority and buy our upgrade. We have $50,000 left over right now. We hit our marks. We get paid. We should have the money we need. Let's go ahead and buy. Okay, so what that does now, that is going to allow us to basically, we can go over here with the ad agencies and stuff, and now we can run weather programs to reduce malice. So again, you can see right here, we'll also unlock teleshopping. So these are not great. Here's what these do. These will lower your audience when they watch, but you get a $100. So for this one right here, you get $100 per 1,000 viewers that are watching the teleshopping. Okay. The downside of this is the viewers will drop off. So you want to make sure you don't kill your platform right here. So you don't want to do it too often. I've yet to see how these work really well and efficiently. I'm down to try one for short-term gain. Like this one here in Gemstone. It's $160 per. And we get it for 2 episodes. So I would probably do 1 episode a day towards the end of the day. And just try to make a quick, easy buck, right? We also have some more ad slots here we can buy for tomorrow. Let's get Plague Mobile. That's an easy, cheap one. Matchbox is an easy, cheap one. Vapowick, 4 slots. Gonna pay us $125,000. Maybe easy enough. We can go Schwartztow, whatever your name is here. 250,000. Man, oh man. Sure, we'll run that too. So we get a few more advert spots now here to work in our day to make some money for tomorrow. We're trying to build out tomorrow right now is the whole goal. And we're going to go to our news archive, drop off everything. We're doing good on our viewers. We are actually leading in our viewers still right now. Drop everything off here. And we're going to go inside and get tomorrow kind of planned out while we sit here. So we're nearing the end of the day. Everything's good. Let's look at tomorrow now. So we need to look at our programs and our adverts. So for tomorrow, I'm going to run this a little bit slower here. We have a Nutella right here that's wanting us to be around 1 million. We can run that, but it's going to be maybe difficult to do. Maybe difficult to do. What I could do instead is run that here and start my day with this. Run the news a little earlier. Okay, we'll do this. We'll do this. Run that here. Nope. And then another movie. We can run this here. Let's go Shining movie here. And then we'll do another series. We have series. Let's go series. Dream Shop. And then we'll finish up with History of Trains and a Teleshopping tomorrow. Okay, that's tomorrow's kind of map. So we have one news broadcast. It's going to be late in the day. And we're going to run Nutella with that. And we're going to see if that works. That may not be a great play, but we are at 85% malice right now for this. So we want that to drop by the time we decide to do any more. We also have a bit of malice for our movie platform. So what I think I may do is run a weather program here. And then another weather program here. Something like that. And then a program there. Program there. Okay, so now trying to mix in our other stuff to work around what we have. Okay, 250,000. I think we can get that there for Red Becky. That's a 1 of 1. Another 100,000 here. I think we can get that there. Oop, it's not going to work there. Where does it need to go? 18 only. Ooh, series. Okay, we can run that there then, I guess. And then Plague Mobile, you need to have at least 100,000 viewers. Shoot, man, this may be tough. All right, we'll run one of those here and one of them here. And then we'll run you here. What's this need to be? Movie only. Oh, well, we don't have that for you right now, sir. We'll run that here. We'll do this here. Run you once. And then we'll do just like a program preview and another program, weather program right there. Okay. We'll see. Tomorrow's an experiment. We're experimenting a little bit. We're going to see how that goes. Right now, today, we're on the final network show of the day. We've hit all our marks. We have money built up. Hopefully tomorrow we can grow an audience. We're testing out a different type of schedule. We're pushing the news later in the day so we get that number down by that time we get there. Hopefully the movies also, we need that to drop. We are running one weather program before now and then. I may drop that and do 2. Start with a weather program, then go paid programming, then another weather program. That should drop the numbers down. Fingers crossed that works the way I'm thinking it is. We're doing one television marketing as well. All right, so the day ends. I heard the ding. We got our goal, and now we have the next day payout. So we are in the hole. Great. So we lost some money for a couple things there. That was what? Hold on, what? How do we lose money right there for that? Whatever. So we don't have any money. I can't even buy any ads right now or nothing, which is not good. So I need to go to, I mean, I could go look at the loan shark, but we don't have any money to buy stuff or do anything. Like, I am confused why we had so much money just spent that didn't allow me to do anything. The loan shark's closed. When you open it up at 11, that's an hour, bro. That gummit. Well, just when I think I figured something out, I get bamboozled. Again, learning how on the fly with this game. We're trying to figure it out. So what happened yesterday? Like, all these hit. What didn't work? Was it the other ads I didn't use? If I don't use the ads, I get a penalty for not booking them. Is that the problem? Was that the problem? That may be the issue. You don't want to actually buy ads if you're not going to use them. So that's, I don't know. Huh. It's 11 now, though. Let's go to the loan shark and see what this feature looks like real quick, as we have to make the trip up first. Great. They're going to buy up all the good stories and everything. It's just great. All right, so freeze here. We can transfer money. We can take out a loan. So we could take out some money. Credit limit, it's $500,000. Current loan amount, we are already out in a loan. $300,000. Daily interest is $45,000. Jesus help me all. Well, I don't want to take out a loan then, if that's the case. If we're already in a loan position, I don't want to use it. So we're just going to hang out and hope that our ad plans and everything work, as we are learning on the fly here with this game. Let's look at our stats from yesterday. So viewing figures, finances, nothing there. Okay. Awards. Gosh, I don't know. We have the highest reputation, which is good so far a day in. Again, today so far, we're hoping that we get the payout we need. We need these to hit. Okay, so we start the day. Here we go. It doesn't show that there's any malice. So maybe that resets day to day. Okay, we'll have to keep that. I thought maybe it carries over, so maybe I should have started with the news block. But thankfully we didn't, because we don't have the money to buy a news story. We have now time, once we get some of these ads right here to pay out, to be able to go buy a news story, which is great. That's very good to see. The problem is, I don't know if we're going to have I don't know if we're going to have what we need for it, to be quite honest. Like, I could go right here with that, but this is only for movies. Okay, Plague, you go there. We'll see. We're at a -7.5 for okay, so it does reset every day. That's good news. That's good news for us. So that means I could place, I guess, program. I don't know what the point of doing anything there will be. We're gonna see. We just need some of this to hit. Again, if we fail, we fail. We can always do another series later with it. We're just trying to see how this goes to start with our journey here. But second show is up. We are at a 15% Malice on TV show series right now. But we're trying to get the viewership up, which right now, everybody's a little bit low on this day. We're behind Blue. Blue is leading with Miami. We have Heart to Heart on. And then we got our first ad, which we need 100,000 viewers for that ad for part 1. If we don't get it, then the whole ad, it doesn't work for us. So here we go. We failed. Great. So there goes that ad for us. We need this one to hit, maybe. Plague Mobile, dadgummit. So no money coming in there yet. Trailers increase your ratings for a while. That's good to see. God, dang. And we can't do anything still with money because we don't have any. Okay, we got Vapo Wick to hit, but that's not going to pay us out anything. Like we are not in the position right now where we're actually going to get a payout for anything. So what you may have to do is move this over and move the news broadcast over here. That may be what we have to do, just so we can get some sort of a payout potentially here. Blue leveled up, green leveled up, we leveled up already, and there's new press, which we don't have the money to do. Again, we did level up, but we're a level 2. We're now a garage. We're a garage studio is what it says. Again, I'm learning from my mistakes. Do not overspend with your upgrades. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, apparently. It's not worth it at all. So weather program just hit, which drops our Malice for our movie series, which right now doesn't even show up, so we must be good there. But we're about to have our preview program to hopefully get a little bit more up, and then we're getting ready for Matchbook. So we're going to see. What are they? We're at 322,376. We're at 251. We're 100,000 below all our competition right now, which is not great. It's not what we want to see exactly. Plague Mobile already failed once. I don't know. Let's go leave it. So we've hit on a couple. Matchbox, we just got paid. Okay, good. Freeze. Freeze. So now I need to leave the room. We need to go get our news story ASAP. ASAP, which is up here. Press agency. We need to go get this news story for our news platform tonight. Okay, so right now, freeze. We can get this one. Hotel forgets room numbers. Yes. We're getting that. We're going to go here. We're going to go to our news. And we're going to get that story in the hands of our news broadcaster. So we're ready to publish that tonight. Fingers crossed. All will work well here. We'll see. So we get that here. Boom. All right, we're hitting 98%. Okay, good. That's good news. That's good news. Let's drop off the old story that we don't need. And now we have a little bit more money now. So we have 50-something thousand dollars. We've hit all our marks so far. This one we need a 250,000. We're going to hit that. Okay, we may come out okay. We may come out okay for the day, but I don't have the money to spend on other stuff right now. Like I'm in a position where we got to retain all we earn to pay the bills for tomorrow, right? That's kind of where we're at right now at this current point. So I got to be careful here with this. We're showing the mysterious shining, which I don't know how they're showing this. Like, is that an AI version? Maybe. I don't know. Let's see if we hit this 250,000. We should. Perfect, baby. Perfect. Now we have our news broadcast. Let's see these numbers jump, please. We need to get over 1 million. And right now that is not going to be the case. That is terrible. We're going to take that off. We're going to go TV program. Yeah, we're not gonna. I'm saving this Nutella ad for one more day away, because people aren't watching the news this late. Apparently, you got to position those in different areas, which is a lesson learned. We got to do the news earlier in the day. So we're showing our news broadcast. It's not getting the viewership we need. And then we're going to run into Gemstone TV, our first teleshopping, that we're going to see how that viewership looks. We're going to try to bump the viewership up here with our paid programming. And for every 1,000, we get money. So we want to keep people on with that. And then freeze. What does this need? 250,000. Let's run a second one here just to get payout. All right, so we should get Plague Mobile. Should hit this mark now with 100,000. That'll give us a $40,000 payout. And we're getting money from Gemstone TV because we have a really good viewership, actually, considering. I mean, it's lower than everybody else, but we're showing telemarketing right now. We're getting, again, $160 per 1,000 people watching, right? Is that right? Which is excellent. It's just, you know, not ideal for some of these things here. All right, so that's done, and we have $91,000 now after that, and the day is ended. Did we get that? I think we did, and now we're still in the hole. Are you serious? So $72,000 paid to News Broadcast Tower. 45. The interest is killing me. The interest is killing me. So we are really in a bind, but y'all, this is Mad Television Tycoon. I think this game has potential. It definitely has a learning curve to it, where you're having to figure out the competitive edge of like how to utilize the limited money you have when you already are paying off a loan debt to start, at least on default mode. But then you got to make sure you get the right ads. You got to make sure you keep your malice lowered as much as you can so you can keep the most viewers retained. It has depth. It's got some challenge. Of course, it's early access, so they're going to be working on the game and changing stuff as it flies and goes through its process. But y'all, leave your feedback. Let me know. Would you like to see a full-blown series for this game here on the channel? The way you let me know is smash the like button. Let me know in the comments section. As always, stay safe. God bless to each of you in your own, and we will see you all back here in the next. Y'all take it easy.